to this video. Today we're going to be doing core and we're going to be doing arms. The arms is going to be using a low weight, so it's going to be a general tone, and the abs is a low impact, there's no high intensity, so it should be ideal for most people. We're going to go through 3 sets. Each set's going to be 5 minutes, and the first set's going to concentrate on your lower abs mainly. The second set is going to concentrate mainly on your arms, and the third set is going to be more obliques and the centre of your core. It's going to have no rest in the set, so it's going to be hard work, but then we're going to have a minute rest in between the sets. Just to let you know, this video does not have a warm-up or a cool-down with it, so pause the video now and do a warm-up if you haven't already. And don't forget to cool down at the end. Thanks for watching, let me know what you think.
Okay, so first exercise, we're going to be doing leg raises. I've got a little beeper here that's going to be playing, so listen out for the beep and that's going to tell you when to change exercise. It's really important on this one that you make sure that your back is flat to the floor, so you shouldn't be able to feel a gap and an arch in your back. To make that possible, if you imagine that you're squeezing your belly button into the floor, really engage that core. Okay, now we're changing exercises into flutter kicks, so try and keep those legs as straight as possible, point your toes, and it's a nice fast movement. Keeping that core engaged, the same as last time, you want to keep that back flat to the floor. If you keep your chin up, that helps to keep the core engaged as well. And I wouldn't put your hands under your bum for these exercises. I think they're better behind your head or at the side of you, because it really makes sure that you have to engage your core. Okay, we're on to the next exercise. This is single leg core. Keep that toe, so it's pointing upright as if you're in a running position for your feet, and increase that range of motion, really push yourself on this one. So getting that heel to the floor if you can, again keeping that chin looking up so you're keeping that core engaged but don't strain your neck. It's really important again that you keep your back flat to the floor for this exercise, push through. Okay, we're going to stick with this exercise for another 30 seconds because this one can be a bit easier, so we want to make sure that we're getting that intensity. You're doing really good, push through. Keeping that form, making sure that that back is flat to the floor. If you're struggling, then make sure you reset. So bring your legs together, make sure your back is flat to the floor and then restart. If you can't get the full range of motion, go as far as you can, but really push yourself. If you can get that foot to the floor, go for it. Okay, next exercise. This is called Newton's cradle. So you're going to start with your legs in the centre, slight bend in the knee, and you're going to stretch that foot to the side. You can touch the knee or the foot to the floor. It should be really working that core. Same as all the others, making sure we've got that back flat to the floor, core is engaged. Really work hard on this one, keeping stable. You want to keep that core nice and strong as those legs are moving. That's the whole point of this exercise. Okay, next exercise, we are going into leg crossovers, so you're going to move your legs down as you're crossing them over. And then you're going to bring them up, straight, and back down, crossing over. So lift them up, and then start the crossing over as you come down. Really control that movement. Don't make these too fast, it's all about the control for these. And this is quite a tough one, so really push through. That's it, keep working, you're doing really good. That's good, we're going to go for another 30 seconds on these to really burn out that core. Keep working, you're doing really good, push hard. Keeping that form, making sure that back is flat to the floor. If you need to reset, then go for it, making sure that you are getting that form right. Keep working, not long now, that's it. Okay, this one was a killer, you can see me recovering there. But keep working guys, so we're now going for a straight leg crunch. Legs as straight as you can upwards. Mine aren't perfectly straight, but go as far as you can. And we're going to do a little movements. Imagine that you're reaching towards your toes. Keeping that core nicely engaged, and you want to make sure that your shoulders aren't going flat against the floor as you do the crunch. You're going to keep them slightly off the floor to keep that core fully engaged. Keep working, we're almost there. Keep pushing. Okay, that's good. Next exercise, we are going on to normal crunches. So, just as before, we're not having those shoulders fully relax onto the floor, they are slightly off the floor when you're coming back. It's a small movement and the core is constantly engaged. Make sure you're not using those arms to push up, make sure you are squeezing that core. Keep working hard, you're doing really good. This is an intense set, but you're going to feel so good afterwards. Okay, keep pushing. We're going for another 30 seconds here. That's really good. Keep the core engaged, keep those little movements going. Keep working. We're almost there, we've got 10 seconds left, keep pushing. Keeping that core engaged, those small movements, working from the core, not helping yourself with those arms. It's all about discipline. Okay, fab, we're on the next exercise. So, back flat to the floor, we are going for reverse crunches. So, reaching up and then making sure those legs are going out straight. Keeping that core stable as you're pushing up. And it's better if you can keep the angle of your leg so it's not actually going over your head. So on this video it looks like I'm going a bit over the head, so that can be improved on if you imagine me pushing straight up. Okay, great work. So now we've got a minute rest. Get some water if you need to. And just enjoy this rest. We're moving on to the arm section next, so it's going to be a bit of a rest from your core. Your core should be burning right now. So that's halfway through the rest. Like I said, enjoy this rest. If you need to get some water, then go for it. And we're off. So this is going to be 30 seconds on each arm, making sure that you're engaging that core even in this arm exercise. So I'm not using a high weight, but I'm really making sure that I'm engaging the muscles that I want to use. So it's all about concentrating on what muscles you want to work. This should be concentrating on your back and shoulders and keeping that core tight throughout. That's why I've got my hand there, to make sure that I'm keeping it engaged. Okay, you're going to change arms. Making sure that you're really squeezing through on that exercise. Engaging those arm muscles. Okay, we're almost done here. Keep working, got less than 10 seconds. Okay, on to your next exercise. So we're going straight arm and it's a bit of a pulse. So you're keeping that weight there. If you want to use a lighter weight for this than the first exercise, then that is absolutely fine. I'm using the same weight just for ease. So this is really making sure that you are pulsing that arm and keeping it straight, and it is constantly keeping those muscles engaged throughout this entire exercise. It's a really good one. You should feel a burn in your shoulder, and if you really work on engaging that back, then it'll spread out the work. Okay, we're swapping arms for 30 seconds. Keep working. Okay, we're halfway through the time on this side, so keep pushing. Keeping that form good, that arm nice and straight, and concentrating on which muscles you want to engage and which muscles you want to work. Okay, on to your next exercise. So it's a bicep curl to start with, but then you're going to twist the wrist and you're going to control the movement downwards. So if you watch that, my hand turns over, and this is really working on those muscles around the elbow. So if you get any elbow pain, this is great for stabilising that elbow and reducing any aches and pains, because it's strengthening the stabilising muscles that aren't always worked but can then result in overuse injuries. Okay, and we're going to swap arms, making sure that you're controlling both ways. It's really about control. That's why I'm not using a heavy weight here. But you will find that this is going to tone the arms, especially if you don't do a lot of arm work. I am a slacker for arm work. I prefer body weight exercises, so this is a great way just to get back into it before gym's open, making sure that those arms are getting a bit of work. Okay, on to the next exercise. So this is going to be a bit of an arm and core combo. So you hold in a straight armed plank position, but then you're doing a row, single arm row. So it's really important you keep your elbow close to the side of your body as you pull it up. You want to be going past the line of your body. It's working on engaging that back, so concentrate on using those back muscles. At the same time, try to stop your hips rocking as much as you can. Okay, and we're going to change arms. Keep working, this is looking really good. Okay, we've got about 10 seconds left on this side. Really work on engaging that back and that core. This is basically a full body exercise, it's a really good one. Okay, we're on to the next exercise now. This is going to be basically a weighted Superman sort of exercise. So again, it's working on that back and you get a bit of shoulder work. So you're going to pulse 1, 2 up with the weight and then draw it in. If you need a lower weight, or if you don't want to use a weight for this one, because those muscles might not be strong yet, then go for it. So it's a 1, 2 pulse, making sure you're keeping that neck neutral. You should be looking down at the floor. Keep going. Okay, and we're swapping exercise now. So we're going for a plank roll. So you're going to roll with one hand with the weight, and then you're going to swap hands, keeping in that plank position, but using those arms to roll that weight. So not only are you using your arms to keep this plank position, you're also using them to roll that weight now, and you're putting more work on one arm. So this is a really good full body exercise. Okay, so now we're in the rest period. Again, take a nice rest, get some water, bit of a refresh. I'm just sorting out the timers here. But yeah, you can have a walk around, a bit of a stretch, loosen off, get some water. You've got a minute here. It's a nice long rest because you've done a heavy section of work with no rest. You've worked hard, so well done. Okay, so that's halfway through. You've still got another 30 seconds of rest. Get mentally prepared for that next core section, which is going to be more your obliques and the centre of your core. So this is going to work a whole different range, so it might still hurt a bit from the first set, but we are using different areas of the core, so you should be okay. And just keep that positive mindset and work hard throughout this next set. You are almost done. You've almost completed your workout and you're going to feel so good afterwards. Okay, and we're off. So this is going to be it's opposite arm and opposite leg, keeping both of them straight, and you're going to really work on lifting that upper body up to reach that foot. So it's keeping that core nice and tight the whole way through this exercise. This is really going to be good for your obliques, but you've got to reach for that foot. You've got to go and push yourself as far as you can. So if you notice, my other arm is out and that is supporting me, so I can kind of almost push off that elbow. Okay, and you're going to swap arms, swap legs. So you can more see from this side actually that my other arm is sort of a stabilising point. But I'm reaching and I'm trying to get that back off of the floor, pivoting from that core. So work hard, you've only got 10 seconds left of this exercise. Keeping that weight in if you can, but if you're struggling then you can take the weight out, but push yourself. Okay, on to the next exercise. So we've got a Russian twist, but we're actually carrying the weight to one side, dropping it, twisting over and then picking it back up. So with this one, you want to make sure that you've got a straight back as much as you can. Imagine you're almost pushing so your core is sticking out. And you want to follow your arm movement with your head, so it works those obliques more. Keeping those feet off the floor if you can. Okay, on to the next exercise. So this is going to be a sit-up, but then we're doing a rotation punch at the top. Again, this is going to work on your core in the centre, but also your obliques, because you're doing that twist at the top. So really go for it on that punch, let out that bit of aggression, but keeping that core tight as you're doing that sit-up. And give it a good twist at the top, making sure that you're really working those obliques in this exercise. Okay, on to the next exercise. So this is it's a crunch, but you're actually doing it to opposite sides. So it's kind of an oblique crunch really. So it's going opposite elbow to opposite knee. That small movement that we were doing in the first set, making sure you're not fully relaxing onto those shoulders, you're keeping that chin up, so you're keeping that core engaged, that back is flat against the floor. Keep working, it's good. Each of these exercises is only 30 seconds, so you've got to really put in the work for these exercises. Okay, so we've got a full oblique crunch here. You're going on your side, the knee should be 90 degrees underneath you, and you're going to extend that other leg that's on top and really crunch that side in. Work on engaging and feeling that contraction at the side of you. It's all about thinking about which muscles you want to work to make sure that they are working. Okay, and then you're going to have to swap sides quite quickly on this exercise so we get the full 30 seconds. Nice fast changeover, and get going again. Squeezing that side and working those obliques. This is a great exercise, and you've got to make sure that you are working and doing it right so that you get the benefits from it. Okay, getting ready to change exercise. Okay, we are going into, it's a bit of a weird one, this one. I've actually kind of got it from some sort of swim workouts because I just think it's such a great exercise, it's so different. So imagine if you are able to do breaststroke, or if not, just copy what I'm doing, but it's sort of like a breaststroke kick and then pulling up, and it's working that core constantly. So keep working and pushing through it. It's a bit of a difficult exercise, but it's so worth the effort. Okay, and we're on to our last exercise here. So what you're doing is you're crunching up and you are swapping legs. But this is not going to be it's different to the alternate arm, alternate leg, because this is using a weight with both hands. You're pushing up more of in a linear direction. So this is more working the central core. But again, keep pivoting and pushing up to reach that foot. If you can get more of your back off the floor, then go for it. Okay, got one more exercise, apologies. So this is going to be a reverse crunch with a bit of a twist at the top. So again, keeping that core engaged, making sure that when you get to the top that you are controlling that twisting movement, you're not falling back down, and you're really working hard for this exercise. Okay, really work for this last bit. Awesome guys, we finished that workout, you have smashed it for the day. So that is really great, you're going to feel so much better for the day. I'm having a bit of a dance there. So now I've got a challenge for you. You have completed that workout, you have smashed it. Can you do this last core finisher? It's 1 minute of work. It's going to be a ab hold. So you can do it without the weight, or you can test yourself, pick up a weight or 2 weights and really go for it to finish off that workout. So you're going to watch me and see if we can keep up with this 1 minute. You can do it, okay? So let's go. Timer's starting. Right, so keeping that back straight, going as far back as you can. The further back you are, the harder this is. Really push yourself, because this is only 1 minute of work and this is going to finish off your workout and make you feel like you have really achieved something awesome today. So I'm holding 1 weight here, but you can go for it. If you're feeling super strong, pick up another weight, or if you're struggling and you just want to get this finisher done, go with no weights. Okay, that's it. I'm picking up that 2nd weight. Come on guys, you're doing so well. We are less than 30 seconds now. Keeping that back really straight, engaging that core. You should feel a little bit of a shake if you're doing this properly, because this is going to burn after this ab workout. Remember, the further back you go, the harder it is. We are in our last 12 seconds now. Keep pushing, keep holding that position, and keep working. We're in 6 seconds. I'm going to count you down. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Amazing. That's it, all done. Well done guys, what an achievement. You finished that full workout and you've managed to get in that ab finisher, which is really tricky after a full workout. So I'm obviously knackered, as you can see from this video. It doesn't show it actually, but when I was doing this workout, I really was. So well done. I want to hear your suggestions for other videos, and I would love it if you would like and subscribe and show your support for this channel. Thanks as always for watching, it means so much.